you're not pretty, you're weird, you're not good at studying. These are things that people don't actually hear from other people most of the time, but simply come to the conclusion that they're facts. Why? Because of the anxiety inside them.
The research conducted by the International Association of Suicide Prevention has shown that compassion has a profound impact on people's suffering.
They are those who excel in extracurricular activities or those simply competitive sports. This leaves an impression on children and they start to judge each other on this basis.
It was the same for me. I felt if I tried, I would end up failing. So I pretended that I did not care. After 1 year of pretending that it's fine, that I didn't know how to play football, I finally tried out for the school's house team.
So I was in the 6th grade and I, like everybody else, was scared for the upcoming exam. Even though there was ample time, I just couldn't pick up my textbooks.
As all good stories start by saying, once upon a time. Even this one starts like that. Once upon a time, I was asked by my parents, are you successful? Amazing. It was an amazing question, I know.
Back then, I was in the 4th grade. The same mundane routine. Come morning, I would go to school, struggle throughout the day, and come back home with a lot of work to do. Yet, no other interest. I wonder why.
How dare you judge my thoughts? It was my younger sister. I reminded her of the day when I gave her my pencil happily. Okay, not exactly happily, but after my mother telling me how sharing is caring. Have you ever heard things like, why are you so shy? Why are you so sensitive? Can you please just come out of your shell?
Soon I found out that the meaningless marks that we were making on the sheet were known as doodles. And also I found out myself doing the same thing after some time.
Superstitions. We've all had some connection to superstition during the course of our lives, be it through something that's been passed in our families or from our interactions with other people.
Stress, a topic all of us can relate to. Each and every one in this room has dealt with stress before.
Jack and Jill. Jack being the one that constantly motivated him, put his best foot forward, and Jill being the one that demotivated him and scared him.
The marking scheme of our paper is very specific and marks get cut even if a synonym is used instead of the required word. Definitions are to be remembered word to word.
Even though so many people say these things in daily life, not many people understand what these terms actually mean. And even fewer people stop to think about what effect these terms might have on other people.
Boredom is the state of being when you're restless through the lack of interest. So when do we truly lose interest? When are we truly bored?
Then I stopped and I questioned myself. Why do other people's opinions matter to me so much? Such a simple thing made me question everything I do. Judgment.
So, why exactly do we judge? How can one look at a person create such a huge effect on our thoughts about that person?
Forgetting is something that affects everyone. In my case, it was whenever I had to write down my English literature answers, I would have brilliant points in my mind. But when I actually sat down to write my answers, my mind would be blank.
These are glasses. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you see someone wearing glasses? You might assume that they're smart or they read a lot.
How many times have you thought of an idea and given it up? How many times have you thought of an out-of-the-box query, out-of-the-box answer to a query or question, and given it up thinking you'd be mocked at?
So, let's start off by saying I love the ocean and everything it comprises of. The water, the coral, the fish, everything.